Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in this week to Planted in Thisgeorgiaclay. So this week we're actually going to be planting it's called a Wisteria Summer Cascade by First Editions. It is a 3-gallon plant, and as you guys will see in the video, it is a lot more substantial than what it was when I currently planted it, I think maybe a month or so ago. I did hear that wisteria grows pretty fast. It can get away from you if you are not on top of pruning it or anything, so I wouldn't suggest this particular plant or species of plant if it's something that you're very close to, like foundation, your house or anything. So I decided to plant it on this side of the gate versus the other side that would be closer to my home, because I didn't want the wisteria, which can get up to 25 feet tall, to start encroaching in my roof or shingles or siding of my home. So again, this is a plant that needs some space, needs some love, but I think it's going to be absolutely gorgeous once it is all grown and mature. I do have some flowers that are starting to set for next year, so I can't wait. So let's go ahead and get into this week's video. So I took a trip down to our local nursery. Actually, this one was called Scottsdale Farms here in the North Georgia area. I usually go over to Pikes, but they didn't have any type of wisteria or anything that I was looking for. And actually, I really wasn't looking for the wisteria. I actually ended up purchasing this jasmine here prior to purchasing the wisteria. I had 2 of them. I envisioned them growing against this fence, filling in and also blocking our trash can. However, when I looked at pictures and how it would grow, it just wasn't something that I particularly cared for. So I decided to go against that. I took them back to Scottsdale Farm and I ended up choosing the wisteria instead. I thought that that would be absolutely gorgeous. So here I am using my power planter auger that I have been loving. It makes making holes that much easier, that much simpler on my back. And I just love how the wisteria should come to fruition. I just love how it looks. I love the vining aspect of it. It reminds me of like grapevines. It kind of looks like grapes to me. And there's this movie called A Walk in the Clouds, and I absolutely love that movie. It has Keanu Reeves in it. I think it's like one of his first movies that he ever did. But I'm a hopeless romantic, and I remember him falling in love with an Italian girl there in her father's vineyard, and him helping her, coming back and pretending like they were married or whatnot. But anyways, in the movie they had these beautiful grapevines, and I just thought about that, and I thought it would be absolutely gorgeous to grow on my pergola that leads into my secret garden of our gate, and I just thought that would be absolutely perfect. So I cannot wait for spring. So once I was able to go ahead and get that hole dug there, it was time to go ahead and make sure that I had my biotone and then also some soil so I can do some backfilling or amendments to my current soil. Again, I absolutely love this auger. It just makes planting a breeze. It doesn't require me to spend so much time planting one particular plant versus having a shovel. It would have taken me forever to actually plant that hole. So once I tested the plant in the hole, I knew that it needed to be just a little bit wider. So I went ahead and went back in with my power planter and made sure just to give the hole a little bit more width, so that way when I planted the plant, those roots can have room to expand and it didn't basically suffocate the plant of the hole being just not big enough to accommodate it. Alright, so it did come with 3 supports. I took one of the supports out so that way I can start training it up onto the fence. I did buy some twine to secure it to the fence, so some of the stems are already here. It does say that you want to get the stems when they're more soft and pliable rather than when they're hard and it's kind of harder to maneuver. So I did do that, and then I did put one of them here to grow out. My goal is to have it reach within this span. It should get about 6 to 8 feet wide, and again 20 to 25 feet tall. I don't necessarily need it to get that tall, but this is about 10 feet, so I do need it to get at least up over the pergola, and then at that point, if it gets away from me, I can start pruning it back and just keep it more in shape. But I think that the purple is going to be absolutely beautiful. I chose to go with purple rather than doing a climbing rose, which I may still do a climbing rose on this side because the climbing rose is something that I can
keep a little bit more in check rather than the wisteria. So I'm still going back and forth on that. So that way I have something that's blooming when the wisteria isn't blooming, because this normally blooms in spring. So that's something that I'm going back and forth. So there's always constant color in here. But again, landscaping takes time. It also takes money as well. And since we are working on our backyard project, this was something that I was like, let's go ahead and plant it, let it grow its roots, and we'll get to it. I think a white rose would be nice, or white with a tint of pink maybe, just to incorporate both the spaces since they are so close. So the purple with the white. Again, hydrangea row is white and in our backyard. And then the fence as well. So I think that would be nice just to incorporate everything. I could always have constant color, so that way when the wisteria is not in bloom in all its glory, then I can have something else as well on the pergola. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. I am going to be having surgery next month. I am having a hysterectomy. It's going to be a long recovery road, hopefully quick, fast, and hopefully not too much pain. I'm praying, please. So that's on August 2nd. I will share more of that, but I won't be able to plant and do any of those things for quite some time. So I won't be in my garden. I will depend on my children and my husband to make sure that it's looking beautiful. FaceTime me, because I won't be able to come outside for a little bit and show me how it's looking. But give me your good positive vibes and prayers that we have a safe and smooth surgery. So again, thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, share it with a friend, and I'll see you guys when I return in September. Bye guys.